Hi guys, still out riding around the Atlanta area here. We had a discussion, somebody had just brought up a discussion about brakes. You know, especially for new riders, you know, rear brake, front brake, combination, all that stuff. If you're a dirt bike motocrosser and all that, you know, you definitely learn how to use your front brake. Street racers, they learn how to use them too. You can get in trouble with the front brake. You see them on YouTube all the time doing the I call them reverse wheel stands, you know, doing wheel stands on the front wheel under braking. Guys flip over and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But I thought I'd tell you a little quick story. Back in the 70s, I was in the motorcycle business, and we had a mechanic that worked with us. His name was Ray. And I haven't seen Ray in, gosh, 30 years, so more than 30 years, so I don't think it'd be a problem telling the story on it. Well, Ray was a heck of a good mechanic, but he was his own guy. He was all tatted up. He rode a Harley with a Springer front end on it, no front brake, and he used to work on it when we didn't have anybody in there in the shop that he had to work on, or we were waiting on parts or something. He would we'd let him work on his own bike, and he'd get in there and he did a lot of work to his Harley, and I don't know what it was. I mean, I just don't know enough about, you know, what it would have been back in the 70s, what that bike would have been. But he had it all stripped down. I mean, it was nothing to it. It was just a Easy Rider chopper. No bags, no windshield, no nothing. It was just, you know, a really nice, really sweet bike, and he said it rode really good. Well, I want to tell you the story. The reason I brought it up along with brakes was that he, like I say, he didn't have a front brake. Well, we had where we were in Charlotte, we were on a little side road that dumped directly into a 4-lane major road going through town, and ours was a dead-end road, and I guess it was maybe 1/8 of a mile. Probably. And he used to he'd do a little work on his bike, and he'd go down the end of the street, and he would go down the end of the street, and he would I missed my turn, as you can tell. But here we go. But he would you know, light up the rear tire and come flying up the street and slam on the brakes and stop before he went out onto the main thoroughfare. Well, one day I don't know what was going on. He'd done some, I guess he got some more ponies out of it than he thought, or he hooked up better than he thought. Something didn't go right. He lit that tire up, and as he's coming up here, and his headlight goes boink, just popped, just blew out right as he's heading up the road. But that wasn't his main problem. His main problem was that he didn't allow enough room to stop. He stomped on that rear brake and slid all the way across 4 lanes of traffic. I don't know how he missed everybody, but at the very end, right as he got to the curb, he whipped it sideways and slid, 2 wheels slid it right up against the curb, and just boop, and just put it back in first gear, and off he went. Damnedest thing I ever saw. Hope I never see something like that again. I just knew he was dead, and he should have been. But, you know, sometimes people get away with it. All right, well, that's all I had on that story. We'll be on this road here shortly.